everybody, welcome to my channel once again. It's been a while. So as you probably noticed, I've changed two things about my physical appearance, and I wanted to make this video talking about that because those two changes come from a change from inside of me. The most dramatic one is obviously my hair. I used to have it super long all these years, but like 1 year ago I decided to cut it to let it heal. And I let it grow for some time until last summer that I actually put it purple and I bleached it for that, so it was a little damaged in the end. And I remember like feeling so uncomfortable with the long hair. I felt I was drawn in that hair because I felt it took me so much time to do everything, like to wash it, to dye it again, and my hair grows super fast, so in like 2 weeks I will have already the roots appearing. It was just too much work and too much money spending on just hair. So I remember thinking that if I was in a lonely island, I would cut my hair super short and just let it grow and let it heal. And then I realized that's what I want to do. I'm just too afraid of it not looking good on myself or about what other people will say. And I thought, I have to do this because that's what I want to do. I can't base a decision on fear of how it's gonna look on me and how other people are gonna think. So I did it, and I was super nervous, and afterwards I felt a little weird, of course. But now I really got used to it super fast, and now I feel so liberated with this hairstyle in so many senses. Not only because it's so comfortable, I can't believe it. I don't take that much time to wash it, or I don't dye it anymore. I feel more natural with this, and it also reminds me of when I was a kid and I had this kind of hairstyle, so it's kind of like going back to that. But also it feels so liberating because part of me thought that I could never wear short hair again because I would be less feminine or something like that. I don't know, and I feel like now I'm fighting against those barriers that society or even myself put on me. And the other change are my eyebrows. They have been my biggest insecurity, I will say, since I was a teenager. Yeah, I went through a bangs phase just because I wanted to hide them, and later I started saving them super thin, which looked completely terrible. And a few years ago I let them grow a little bit, but still I saved them a lot. And I don't know, I reached a point when I noticed how obsessed I was, and I decided that it was time for me to stop it and just face myself and accept myself how I really was. And now they are in their true form, and I'm so happy because I finally faced this insecurity and I finally accepted it, and now I even like it. But no one really told me that I should save them. No one really bullied me about it. It was just coming from inside of me because I saw all these girls that were beautiful and had thin eyebrows, and I thought, I have to mimic that, I have to copy that to be beautiful too. So the thing about these changes is that after all these years I finally stopped giving so much power to things that don't matter at all, and I stopped linking being beautiful to resemble what the majority thinks it's beautiful. And now my beauty for me is not in spending so much money and so much time in all these things. It's in being at peace with myself and learning to love myself and just accepting who I am. So what I meant to say with this video is that I encourage you all to make changes and face insecurities and slowly cut all the chains that sometimes we force on ourselves, or all the limits. And honestly, I feel that the more chains I cut, the more liberated I feel and the closer I am to be the purest version of myself. And if you're insecure about what other people think or whatever, just remember that whatever other people tell you is just their impression about you, it's just their perception about you, it's not the reality at all. And just remember that you're not in the world to please anybody's eyes. If so, those will be your eyes. So that's why I want to work on myself, and being at peace with myself is my goal now, not resemble some girl that I saw on some magazine. So that was all. I wish you all a great rest of the day, and be kind to every kind. Bye!
Blah 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 blah.